We're at ICAST and excited to see Penn, and Steve Carson is going to explain about the Spinfisher line.
Yes, good morning everyone. Here we are at ICAST. It's so exciting. All the new stuff, literally in the entire world of fishing, is here. One of the most exciting new things is the Generation 7 VII, that's the Roman numeral 7, of the Penn Spinfisher spinning reel line. Penn, by far, Penn's most popular spinning reel line ever. That's how, here we are at Generation 7. If it wasn't popular, if people didn't like it, it would have probably ended at Generation 2. But here we are. The main upgrade from the previous generation is the previous generation, on the smaller ones in particular, had a machined pinion main gear, and a machined brass pinion gear and an aluminum main gear. Now all of them have a brass pinion and main. Just a small upgrade, but you know, a nice one, especially for people that really fish a lot. Some people out there are lucky they get to fish every day. You want that upgrade in the gears. It's nice to have. Big range in sizes from a little bitty 2,500 to the massive 10,500. I can't actually even fish with this reel, it's so big. But if you need it, you need it. You know, fishing is fishing, and there's no one thing that works for all of them. But imagine all the sizes in between. And also, I don't know if the camera can pick this up, we're gonna try. They have an IPX5 waterproof rating, which means you can't fish underwater with these. But if you happen to be out in the surf waiting around and a wave breaks over your head, and trust me, if it hasn't happened to you yet, it will. You're going to be okay with that IPX5 rating. You can't reel it underwater. You can't do that. So there's a couple of different variations. Also, one very popular one that if you fish with bait, in particular cut bait, or live bait, is what they call the live liner. I'm going to kind of show you how that lever works. The live liner, and you got different stops that set different tensions, and what that allows is you cast your bait out, and then the fish can swim and swallow the bait. Now, it's up to you whether you count to 3 or to 5 or to 25. You have to decide that. When do you set the hook? But I want the camera to look right there at that little lever. When you decide it's time to set the hook on the fish, you turn the handle, and boom, that lever engages. Now your drag's engaged, you set the hook. Hopefully you counted to the right number. The other variation is a long cast version, and you can see that's got a much different spool and a long oscillation period. They will add about 15 to 20% to your casting distance. The trade-off is you lose a little bit on your drag, and there's a little bit of an increase in the weight because all the mechanism has to be twice as long. So not everybody needs this, but if for you to catch fish, you have to get that last inch of casting distance. This is the way you do it. And the last variation, probably the ladies in Florida will not need to use this, but if they visit relatives up in the Northeast, like in New York on Cape Cod, they love the version with no bail. Down in Florida, you will never see it, but if you go up to Boston, everybody's got these. So those are all and they're, again, all those sizes from the 25 to the 10.5, retail price from about $179 to about $299, available in the fall of 2023. So if you're watching this video after that date, get down to your local store and buy one.
You got it. But they still can buy Spinfishers now.
They can buy the Generation 6 right now. So it's mid-July 2023. If you're going fishing tomorrow, you can go down and buy one of the Generation 6s right now.
Well, thanks to Penn for covering all the variations when it comes to fishing.
Every variation there is, just about. Thanks a lot.